You're listening to the Outer Banks This Week podcast, a place for people to hear what's going on up and down the beach and to get the truth about what really goes on around the Outer Banks. So, are you ready? Here we go.
Appreciate you, Wes. Outer Banks This Week podcast, episode number 72. As always, all brought to you by Kelly's Automotive in Manio. If it has doors, it can be yours. If you want a shed, if you want a car, go check them out online at kellysobxauto.com. Ride by that car lot probably an average of like 4 times a day. Always got great vehicles on the lot, and Kelly's a straight shooter. He and Dakota will get you all set up perfectly, all right? Don't doubt my man Kelly. He going to get you taken care of. Any questions, you just call Kelly or visit him online at kellysobxauto.com. Woo! We are in July. Just had the 4th of July last week. Great holiday celebration. I've spent it at my in-laws' house. We shot off a bunch of fireworks. I'm not going to tell you where because if you don't have a license, I guess, to shoot fireworks off in North Carolina, it is illegal. There's spots in Dare County where you can't have any sort of fireworks at all, but there are some places where you can have some Roman candles and sparklers and stuff like that. But any propelled bottle rockets or anything like that in the state of North Carolina are illegal unless you're doing a fireworks display like the town of Manio does and the one at Avalon Pier in Kidable Hills and Duck and Corral and so on and so forth. Those are permitted, I guess. They're get a permit for those. But great 4th of July celebration. I had a great time. Busy weekend, though. I've been in a Hosky, North Carolina. If you know where that is, that's in Hertford County, North Carolina, over the last few days with a baseball tournament. As of right now, my kids are still in the winners bracket. At the time of the recording of this podcast, we play the OBX All-Stars. So there's the Dare County All-Stars, which is Manio, Wanchese, Dare County Mainland, that team. And then there's the OBX All-Stars, which is Nags Head, Kidable Hills, Kitty Hawk, Southern Shores, Collington, all the kids from over on the beach. Now, they both have 2 separate All-Star teams, and we play the OBX All-Stars in a Hosky Thursday evening at 7:30, weather permitting. And it's looking like, gosh, the weather's not looking too great. Just truth be told. And again, here it is today being Wednesday, the day I'm recording this podcast, or this part of the podcast, I guess I should say. And the weather's not looking like it's going to be the greatest. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, we may end up getting it postponed, but we're hoping to go and play the OBX All-Stars and hopefully walk away with a victory. That would be ideal. But hey, look, the fact that we got 2 teams from Dare County in the tournament still to keep going through, and I think Cape Hatteras is still in it as well. Not 100% on that, but we're doing good work. It's nice. It's nice to be representing out there in that part of the state as well as we are. So that's a great thing. Yeah, it's been busy. It's been hot out there. Holy smokes. I think they said the heat index one day was like 114. And that's miserable. That's downright miserable. And I was hating it for the kids. We were trying our best to keep them in the shade, keep them cool. Some of them were just getting sick from just heat exhaustion. That's just, and it is what it is, though. I mean, we got to play these tournaments, and it's grueling. It's baseball. It's what we do, but we're having fun. It's been a really busy last few days going to and from a Hosky, North Carolina. Again, it's about a 2-hour drive from my house, give or take a few minutes. I know the team from Hatteras, I was talking to some of those guys the other day, and they're like, man, it's 3 hours from Hatteras. It's about, hour and a half, 2 hours from the Nags Head, Kidable Hills, Kitty Hawk in that area. So it's 2 hours to go out there, get hot, get sweaty, play some baseball, and 2 hours back. But it's a nice ride. It's not a bad ride. It's actually a pretty nice one. So anyway, good luck to my Dare County All-Star baseball team from the Manio Wanchese Dare County Mainland. Hopefully we go back out there and play the OBX All-Stars. And yeah, it'd be nice for us to come out on top. Just saying. Oh, so coming up in this episode, my buddy Phil and I, you remember Phil, he is the COO, Chief Operating Officer of Outer Banks This Week in One Boat. He came on a few episodes ago to talk about beach safety and how he was a former lifeguard. Well, he's going to accompany me, or he did accompany me, I guess I should say, to the Wreck Tiki Bar in Hatteras Village at Hatteras Landing to hang out, have a drink, eat some food. We're going to play that back in just a little bit because that was a lot of fun. Always a good time down there with Joel and Jess at the Wreck Tiki Bar. If you get an opportunity to go down there, you need to. It is like vacation. I don't feel like I'm working when I go down there to see them. When I go down there for official business, I guess we'll call it, to the Wreck Tiki Bar, it doesn't feel like official business. It feels like a little mini vacay. It's a wonderful place, and I cannot say enough nice things about it. Right beside the ferry dock, and we're going to talk to them and get some more deets about that in just a little bit. I was going over the news, and honestly, there's only a couple things that jump out at me that are just newsworthy. I don't know what's going on with some of the traffic lights here on the Outer Banks lately. I don't know what the purpose of changing some of the schedules of the lights, if that makes any sense. Now, it's not as simple as pulling up on the pad, it triggering, and then the light turning green for you when there's a break in traffic. Some of the lights are just kind of staying wide open for oncoming traffic when there isn't any. And you'll sit there for an extended period of time before it lets you go. It's like they're all timed right now. The Manio-Wanchese intersection was pretty bad, but as of recently, it seems like they've corrected that. I know that there's been a lot of complaining up the beach about some of the lights and some of the additional lights that have been put in, especially right there, French Fry Alley in Kill Devil Hills, that people are kind of complaining about. So I'm hoping that they'll get these dialed in, these lights figured out and dialed in and calibrated the right way, because honestly, whatever's going on right now, it's not working. Is that really news? No, but I felt like it needed to be mentioned. There is some news, though. There's been some thefts, and I know that people steal all the time. It's a sad, sad side effect of society that people feel like they have to steal. But it seems like as of lately, there's been a few more thefts here on the Outer Banks than normal. At least they've been more publicized. Okay? I don't understand why people have the need to want to steal anymore anyway. You're going to get caught. There's cameras everywhere. If you look all around these businesses, they have cameras everywhere. So don't think for 1 second, if you take something off of a shelf or whatever, stuff it in a bag or stuff it in your pocket or whatnot, you're going to get seen. The camera is going to expose you. The big eye don't lie, okay? The big eye don't lie. And you're going to get blasted all over social media. There were these two girls that were in some Seahorse Gallery or something not long ago, stolen knife, got blasted ferociously on social media. Ferociously. They ended up getting caught, from what I understand. But then there's more people that are like dining and dashing, okay? The dine and dash thing, don't do that. It's an absolute horrible, disgusting thing to do. Stealing is too, but I'm just saying, when you go into a restaurant and then you just get up and leave and you don't pay for it, you're scum. You're a piece of trash. Don't do that. Especially here on our lovely Outer Banks, where we take pride in trying to provide you with the best customer service possible and try to provide you with some of the most delicious cuisine you'll find anywhere. Don't do that here. It's not the right place. It's not even don't do that here. Don't do that at all. Let me just rephrase that. Oh, gosh. It blows my mind sometimes just watching people. But there have been some thefts. Okay, that's a little bit of news. Don't steal, bottom line. You're breaking the 10 Commandments when you do. You want to do that? I mean, I think about Joe Dirt. Is this where you want to be when Jesus comes back? Yeah, probably not. Oh, but for all other news, check out my man, Sam Walker at samwalkerobxnews.com. He will provide you with all the news going on around the area. If you have a question about the news, Sam Walker is the answer. The Grand Slam. Woo! Sam Walker, indeed. samwalkerobxnews.com. Oh, I want to thank Rick and Erica and the gang from Owen's Restaurant for letting me go in there last week for jazz night. My buddy Bill and Friends, he was my buddy Bill from Bill and Friends. He was jamming out, having himself a great time. Bill, I love that guy very much. Fantastic human being, wonderful person, great musician, great entertainer. And he had a gentleman, I meant to give this guy a shout out last week. He had a gentleman with him by the name of Dan Martier. Dan Martier is a world-renowned drummer. I spoke to him, and he said hello, and he loved listening to the podcast, and it made my day because I grew up with his son, Josh, and just a fantastic guy, great musician. And like I said, he's a world-renowned drummer. That dude, fantastic. Dan Martier was with Bill as part of Bill and Friends last week. And again, if you get an opportunity to hear Bill play up and down the beach, please do so. I shared his information on the Outer Banks This Week podcast Facebook page. If you're not part of the group, go find the group and be a part of the group. We would love to have you. But I want to thank Rick and Erica Gregory of Owen's Restaurant for having me a week or so ago up there at the Station Keepers Lounge and being the guest there. It was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed the heck out of it. And if you haven't been to Jazz Nights at Owen's, you need to go. Great time. Oh, I want to shout out right now to my man, Captain Marty. The Captain Marty Fishing Guide is out and all over the beach. Pick up your copy. It is free. And we're very proud, very happy to be the publishers this year here at Outer Banks This Week in One Boat of the Captain Marty Fishing Guide. You can hear all of Marty's fishing reports online at OuterBanksThisWeek.com. He's got his own podcast platform. He's on all your major podcast streaming places. You can listen to him right there on our website as well at OuterBanksThisWeek.com. Very, very simple. You just click on the Captain Marty tab, and there's his fishing reports right there. We're also uploading his stories as well. I forgot to upload a story this past week, but I'm going to make up for it this coming week. And then in the near future, we have figured out some of the technical things that need to take place here in my studio, so that way we can do some more fun things with Captain Marty. Captain Marty's going to be out at the Boat Builders Tournament coming up here in a few weeks at Pirates Cove. Then he's got the Pirates Cove Big Game Tournament. I'm going to be out there with him, hanging out, doing some up-to-the-minute scoring and up to the minute fishing reports of recapping the day and things of that nature. So that's going to be a lot of fun with Captain Marty. So his guide's out, and you can listen to all of his fishing reports online at OuterBanksThisWeek.com. Coming up, I want to give out some shout outs. I got a few I'm going to do, but before we do that, if again, we're just talking about fishing with Captain Marty, if you need to do some fishing down in Buxton, you need to stop into Red Drum Tackle, and they're going to get you all squared away right there. Closest tackle shop to the point is Red Drum Tackle.
Red Drum Tackle in Buxton is the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras. And being the closest tackle shop to Cape Point, Red Drum Tackle has been welcoming fishermen to Hatteras Island with a wide selection of bait and tackle, skilled custom rod builds, rod and reel repair, expert knowledge and information since 1974. Red Drum Tackle knows how, when, and where to fish. To acquire this fishing brain power, visit them online at reddrumtackle.com. Red Drum Tackle, the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras and the closest to Cape Point in Buxton.
Hi, I'm LB Daniels, and when you want great local seafood, you go to Fresh Catch Seafood in Wanchese. How do I know it's great? My daddy is one of the fishermen that brings it to the docks. At Fresh Catch Seafood, you will get local seafood right from their fish house. They are a family-owned business that knows the name of every fisherman that comes to their docks. Visit their social media pages to see the latest catches. My daddy would love to put his tuna on your dinner plate, so get it now from Fresh Catch Seafood in Wanchese.
Love little LB Daniels. Her daddy, Boo Daniels, her mama, Kate, they're sweet people. Boo works so hard out there on the water, and he takes and offloads his catch at Fresh Catch Seafood. Can't say enough nice things about them. Micah Daniels, the owner of Fresh Catch Seafood, I love her so much. She is a wonderful person, always been very kind and sweet, and I think the world of her and their entire family. The Daniels family has been in the fishing industry for almost 100 years. I think they're pushing like 90 years of commercial fishing and providing fresh seafood here on the Outer Banks. So Fresh Catch Seafood in Wanchese. Check them out online at freshcatchobx.com. All right, going to jump into these shout outs. And again, if you listen to the podcast, let me know. I would love to give you a shout out. Podcast at OuterBanksThisWeek.com. And send me an email, just a quick note. Hey, Justin, love the podcast. Been listening, blah, blah, whatever you want to say. Let me know if you have some suggestions. If you don't like something that I said, I want to hear it. Let me know. I want some feedback. Podcast at OuterBanksThisWeek.com. We're going to start. Shout out to Island Jeep and Car Rentals at KDH Jeep in Kill Devil Hills. My place 5.5, I believe. My wife was in a bind just the other day. She was trying to help her friend Tiffany. You remember Tiffany from Beach Realty? Yeah, it's like my wife's one of her besties or whatever. She they were trying to do like a little girls' day at the beach to kind of help celebrate Tiffany's, 40th birthday? 39th birthday? Something like that. And they needed a Jeep, needed one in a pinch. They had something lined up. It fell through. They called Island Jeep and Car Rentals at KDH Jeep, and they had something for her ready to go. And she was able to go out with her friend Tiffany and have a great day. So I want to give them a shout out over at Island Jeep and Car Rentals at KDH Jeep. Bob was 5.5 and Nags Head. Joe, Corey, the whole gang over there at KDH Jeep. Wonderful folks. But yeah, Island Jeep and Car Rentals came through in the clutch for them, so I wanted to give them a shout out. I want to shout out to the town of Eatonton, North Carolina. Eatonton, North Carolina is in Chowan County, North Carolina, and it is a beautiful little town. Beautiful little town. We stayed there over this past weekend for those baseball tournaments in a hosky you heard me talking about. We stayed in Eatonton, rode around Eatonton, went and had dinner at the Governor's Pub. Wonderful place. The food was great. It's just a pretty little place. Nice little town right there on the Chowan River, I believe. What is that river? Is that the Chowan River? I need to brush up on my geography, but regardless, if you get a chance to go to Eatonton, North Carolina, it's kind of the Inner Banks, I guess we'll call it. It's a beautiful place. Check it out. Eatonton is just so much history there. See some of these old farmhouses. The Eatonton Steamers play baseball there. And the downtown area is it's a sweet little place. So if you get a chance to go to Eatonton, North Carolina, please do so. My last shout out is going to go to a gentleman who told me just this morning at the gym that he listened to my podcast. He's like one of the best boat captains in the game. His name, Stetson Turney. Stetson Turney, man. This dude shows up at the gym. He blows up in the morning, and then he goes and he slays the fish the rest of the day. He's one of the best boat captains in the game. He hangs out over at Bayless's a lot. Super cool dude. Dude freaking motivates me. I want to shout out to my man Stetson today for just being that guy, being that, all right, earmuffs, kids, being that kick-ass captain that he is. All right, you can take your earmuffs off now. Stetson, I appreciate you, dude. It's always good when you're in town. Always fun to, hang out with you at the gym and whatnot and get that grind on. You are definitely a motivator, an inspirator, and I appreciate you, dude. Thank you for listening. All right, we're gonna go down to the Wreck here in just a few moments. The Wreck Tiki Bar in Hatteras Village. Phil and I, we're gonna play back that audio. But first, oh gosh, you know what we gotta do. We got to check in with my boy and yours, Matty P, with OBX After Dark.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Matty P, back with another edition of OBX After Dark, brought to you by Outer Banks this week. Let me tell y'all where I was at this weekend. Look, man, it was the 4th of July. It was a beautiful, hot summer day. And look, the festivities were all around, man. First, I started my day off at the parade in Duck, North Carolina. And, had a great day, watched the parade, worked a little bit, got off work, enjoyed a relaxing time at the pool. And then I went out, man. Matty P went out and watched the fireworks, y'all. Look, I didn't go out to the bars this weekend. We had a safe, easygoing holiday, and we went out to the beach. Fireworks were getting started, hung out with some good friends. It's always a great time down on the beach when you're watching the fireworks on the 4th of July. Had a little cookout with the boys, and look, man, I know you're asking, Matty P, how are you gonna have a BPL on the 4th of July at the beach while you're watching the fireworks? Well, let me tell y'all, the BPL, Lord knows, man, it was off the charts. It was a 9.3, baby. Every woman out there was dressed up in the 4th of July, red, white, and blue, supporting America. It was a great time with good friends and good people. And look, y'all, I'll be back next week. Don't worry, I'll be going out. Trust me. You already know Matty P can't miss another time out at the bars, But look, 9.3. The BPL on the 4th of July. I hope everyone had a safe and happy holiday. And, that's been another edition of OBX After Dark with your boy, Matty P.
An experience unlike any other on the Outer Banks. The Lost Colony, presented by PNC Bank, features harrowing fights, incredible costumes, and jaw-dropping special effects to tell the story of the first settlers of the Outer Banks. Bring the whole family to experience this remarkable show under the stars on Roanoke Island, running May 30th through August 24th. Visit thelostcolony.org.
All right. Well, Phil, here we are at the Wreck Tiki Bar here in Hatteras Village. It's definitely a nice day out, a little warm but breezy, which makes it a little pleasant here, especially where we're sitting in the shade. First, I want to thank you for coming down with me today, Phil, to hang out. I always enjoy having somebody go on location with me when I can, so thanks for coming.
Thank you, Justin. Glad to be back on again.
You remember Phil? Phil was the lifeguard expert that we had come on the show because he was a master lifeguard, chief lifeguard, something or other. What was your title again?
Nags Head Ocean Rescue lifeguard supervisor.
Okay, yeah. See, I knew
Towards the end, at the beginning, I was just a lifeguard. Later, became a supervisor.
Just your average lifeguard. Then he turned into what was his name? David Hasselhoff. Got it. Okay, yeah. So he was the chief at the end of it all. But yeah, so we're down here at the Wreck Tiki Bar in Hatteras Village, and of course, you know we've been here before, but I know that Joel's going to be rolling out some different things that they've created over the wintertime to have for this season. And, you know, we just got through the 4th of July. There's still people around. So we're going to see all of what he's going to be bringing out here in just a few moments. Phil, what are you excited about this?
I'm definitely excited. I can't wait to eat some food. I think I've only been to the Wreck one other time. So
Really?
It was a while ago, so I'm really excited to eat here again.
It was kind of funny when Phil and I were on our way down here today. Phil was like, we were coming up on the Jug Handle Bridge, and Phil was like, "Wait, what? Is that a bridge?" I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "It's been so long since I've been down this way," and I was like, "Dang, it's the Jug Handle Bridge. It's not old. It's been there for a couple of years." But it was just kind of comical because he had not seen it nor been over it. And, wait. Oh, Joel's got something. Look.
Oh.
What, Joel, come here. What is that? What did you just bring over here? Talk to me. What is that?
This is our famous smoked tuna dip.
Okay.
We make
Smoked
this
tuna.
in-house daily. It is locally caught Outer Banks tuna, comes in at the docks right over at Odin's, and I pick it up from Jeffrey Seafood. And so we have an arrangement with them. They have it waiting for me. I pick it up. I smoke it. And then we have a proprietary blend of cream cheese and seasonings, and we whip all that up. And it is a very nice, should be light but flavorful dip served with a saltine.
Oh,
So
very
we'd love
nice.
For you to give that a try.
I would love to try that, Joel. Thank you. So I love his proprietary blend. I love the termage there. That's a chef for you right there talking. That's a chef. So we're going to jump in this. Here, good Phil. I'm going to give that back to you. Thanks, Joel. I appreciate you, man. We're going to, oh, dude, this looks divine. Let's see here. Ooh, it's even got like paprika on top or something.
It looks really good. At first, I thought it was crab dip when he brought it out.
There you go, Phil.
That sounds really good.
A tuna dip. It's locally caught, locally sourced tuna. That's beautiful. None of that stuff you get in a can elsewhere. Wonderful. Here. Cheers. Cheers, Phil.
Cheers.
There you go. All right. Oh, that's really good. Oh, my. Phenomenal. That is very
It
good.
is very good.
Lots of good flavor.
Being a Maryland boy, that definitely takes me back home.
Maryland. So there's a difference in, are you saying there's a difference in, there's no difference rather in Maryland tuna and North Carolina tuna?
No, it just has that flavor of like Old Bay kind of.
Yes.
Like.
Oh, there's a nice little kick, a little back end kick on that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. So
Reminds
the
me of
tuna dip.
Tuna dip, but it has that like
I may have to do
that
one
Old
more.
Bay flavor to it. That is really good.
Get some more. Yeah, so this is kind of what Joel's going to be bringing us different stuff to try and taste and sample for the podcast today. So again, this tuna dip, as he said, the proprietary blend of cheeses along with locally sourced tuna right there at Odin's Dock, processed over at Jeffrey Seafood. So
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
all right here in Hatteras Village. It's beautiful. Right out of Hatteras water. I love it. That's very good. Very, very good. Well, I believe there will be a lot more where that came from, Phil. So
Well, we're going to finish this up, I bet, and then move
Yep.
on to the next round.
we'll finish this off. We're going to keep munching on this, and then we're going to move right along. Along.
Soon we're going to need some tasty cocktails or something. To go
Well, we're
along
going to
with
work on
this.
that for you, Phil. We're going to work on it. We're going to get Phil a cocktail here in just a little bit. You best believe I will find Philip a cocktail. All right. Moving right along. All right, jumping on the mic with us right now, Phil, is Jess. She and her husband Joel own this place. Of course, you've heard from Joel already, dropped off the tuna dip. Jess, how are you? I'm glad you're here.
I'm doing great. We're so happy you guys are back here.
Well, it's a great day. It's a beautiful day out today.
Yeah.
Definitely a day that you would want to be sitting out here on the deck enjoying yourself and having something to drink and grabbing a bite to eat. So,
There's a solid breeze back here.
Yeah, there is. There is. How's everything going so far this year?
It's good. It's been busy. This week is, I think, as it is for most people down here, our busiest week of the year.
Yeah.
I think Tuesday night when we do our trivia into karaoke was our busiest day and night ever. So
wow,
that was exciting.
So would you say you're having some record-breaking evenings?
Yeah. July is no joke.
July, it definitely is no joke here on the Outer Banks. That is for sure. So, good week this week. I just had some of this tuna dip. What else new do we have at the Wreck this year? What can people expect if they come down here on vacation and they want to come to the Wreck? What is some new things that they could get their hands on here this year?
Well, every year, food-wise, so we're a smaller kitchen back there, right? It's just panini presses, no fryers, no grill. So it's a lot of paninis, quesadillas, crunch wraps. We've added a few carne asada selections to our menu this year. So the guys will be in the back in the morning cooking that up. It'll smell real good when you come in. So we have a crunch wrap with that, and we have quesadillas with that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's lots of different options.
Now, I don't know if it's new. I don't know that you could tell me if it's new, but there was this one thing on the menu that I had. It was the Blackbeard's Treasure.
Yeah.
That one is very, very good.
Yes, yeah.
What all's in there? It seems like there's you got a lot of different flavors going on in there.
Yeah, that one is fun. That was one of the first crunch wraps we came up with. It was a special in the fall. Just back in the kitchen, they were playing around with what they could do with it. So it's got barbecued pulled pork in it.
That's right.
Our homemade pulled pork, our homemade black beans. It's got some jalapenos in there, some crunchy tortilla chips, and
tons
of cheese.
Yes, gotta have the cheese. Gotta have the cheese. So I know
that's good.
I know that sometimes Joel will experiment back there with different things, and I've walked in a couple times when Joel has been experimenting. He's like, "Here, try this.
Yeah.
Here, try that."
There's always something.
Always coming up with something. Now you will do specials and things like with the paninis and everything like that, right?
Yeah. We'll roll through different things. Every year there's a few new items on the menu, and a few things get retired. So. Yeah, it's been fun, but our tuna dip, this has been here since the beginning.
Right.
Charlie, who owned it before us, used to do it. This is one of those ones. The recipe is just in Joel's head. I don't even know all the things that are in it, but we get fresh local tuna from here.
Oh, it's divine.
Smoke the tuna, cook it up. Yeah.
He gave us the what was the word he used that I was like, I can't even remember what it is right now. Oh gosh. Proprietary blend.
Right.
That was the word, the proprietary blend, and I was like, I love that description.
Proprietary blend. That just means it's in his head and in his head alone, and it's a mystery.
Yeah, well, we look forward. He said he was going to try to maybe bring us out a couple other little things to kind of nibble on and talk about. So, what are you 7 days a week right now? What are you?
No, we're closed on Mondays here at the Wreck. The Snack Shack out front is closed on Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay.
So there's one of our places here is open every single day.
Right.
And the Snack Shack out front's more the burgers, fries, some wraps, cheesesteaks, things like that.
What did I have last week? It was called The Bomb. It was Joel was like, I texted, I was like, hey man, I'm coming down. I was going to stop by and say, hey, he's like, come over and see me at the Snack Shack and get the bomb.
Oh,
and I did not know what that was. I thought it was just like a burger that, was something fancy or something, or not fancy, but like something that he had come up with, some sort of creative concoction of his. And he hands me, it's all wrapped up and everything like that. And I bring it in here. I was like, you know what? Because we can bring something people need to know is like if you get something from the Snack Shack, you can take it into the Wreck
totally
and
fine.
eat. So that's what I did. I grabbed it and I brought it over here. I sat at the bar. I was talking to Tiffany and them, and Tiffany's like, what is that? And I was like, this is the bomb. And he's like, she's like, one of Joel's creations. I was like, yes. And I unrolled, and it was like the size of a small baby.
Yes.
That's the only way I had to describe it. It was like
it comes swaddled.
Yes, it was all like swaddled and everything. It was very nice. And I was like,
gosh.
It had like chicken. I mean, there was just like
this is
ranch, buffalo sauce, lettuce, tomato, bacon, There are a few other things. I can't even think of what they are right now. That was just like all in this big.
Mozzarella sticks.
Yes, mozzarella sticks. That's what it was. And French fries.
And French fries.
There's French fries in it too. And I was like, what the heck is
Yeah.
going on here? But it was amazing. I couldn't eat it all. I ate most of it.
The bomb has a history. So Joel and I, we've been together about 20 years now. We met in college at the University of Delaware.
Okay.
So there was this place in Delaware, the Wilbur Street Deli, that was like a late night, open till 4 a.m. post-bar, post-party kind of spot to go get a late night snack. And they had a sandwich, like the bomb, that basically had all your favorite junk foods on one sandwich covered in buffalo and ranch. And it came wrapped up. It was enough for like 5 people, but yeah.
It was good.
It has a special place in Joel's heart, I think.
Yeah,
So-
well, you can tell because it was definitely a very good sandwich. I enjoyed every bite of it.
He
But
enthusiastically wanted to recreate that here, so they do that as a special. It's like hits that little junk food, hangover
yes,
cure.
hangover cure. There you go. I guess that's a good way to describe it for sure. But
Yes, hangover cure.
so you can, but there's different specials that are going on at the Snack Shack on a regular basis. Different specials over here at the Wreck on a regular basis. And like we were saying, you can bring food from the Snack Shack over to the Wreck and eat it if you so desire. You can eat it on the porch. You can go inside and eat it. It's okay to do that.
Yeah.
Especially while you're waiting on your ferry, things of that nature.
Yeah.
Now-
These waits are long. We're here to help.
That's right. Help, give something to do, something to eat, something while you wait. Now, you do entertainment in the evenings, yes?
Yeah, for sure. This time of year, we don't have stuff on Saturday and Sunday nights. Those are big house turnover days.
Right, right. Mm-hmm.
A lot of the house rentals down here are like full weeks at this point. So those are actually kind of slower days. We have an inside-out week,
Okay.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are our busiest nights, and we always have something going on those nights.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I remember coming down here for a band called Ray Gun Ruby.
Yeah, they're one of our favorites.
That was a big night. There was a lot of people here. People were dancing. The band was jamming, and we had a great time. That was a lot of fun. I
They do
enjoyed
a lot
being
of
down here that
80s
evening.
covers. It's a good time. Anybody
tell
can
ya.
get into some good 80s and 90s
Oh,
covers,
yes.
right?
Give me some 80s and 90s covers all
For sure.
day. I'll sit there and I'll just geek out and jam out and sing along with the band. I think at one point I was headbanging, and I didn't even realize I was doing it until like Wes was like, our videographer Wes was like, Justin, you're headbanging. And I was like, oh, shoot. I was wondering why I was getting so dizzy. I couldn't figure it out.
That'll do it.
And you were busy. You were running laps around this place that night.
Yeah, we didn't even have much time to hang out with y'all.
No, I know.
We were hustling.
Yeah, that was a busy night for sure.
Yeah.
So entertainment, you said Tuesdays, was it Wednesdays through Fridays?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Fridays are like 50-50. We have kind of some more laid-back events usually on Fridays. So every Tuesday is trivia, 7 to 9. Super popular with the local folks and people visiting alike. But we have a pretty solid regular crowd for trivia. We get gift certificates to local businesses down here.
That's pretty
some
cool.
Some of our friends. So we give those away for each round.
I don't think you can really go wrong with trivia.
No,
I don't
who
think
doesn't
so.
like trivia?
And it's a lot of fun. And I mean, it's just like some of the questions can be hard, some of them can be easy.
It's we call it vacation trivia. It's not super heavy. It's pop culture leaning.
Yes.
There's a music category that's usually everyone's favorite. Way back last year, I tried to write a biology category. It did not go over.
Because you have a nurse. Is it nursing background?
No,
Doctor background?
I have an MD. Yeah, I was a rheumatologist before I was here.
That's what I thought. I knew you were something in the medical field. I couldn't remember if it was nurse, doctor, what it was. So
I
the
was
biology.
a physician, and Joel was in healthcare administration before we were here. So we switched it up.
Switched it up. I mean, and Joel is also in the National Guard.
He's in the Navy Reserve.
Navy Reserve.
That's it. Yeah,
Navy Reserve. I knew I was going to screw that
he
up.
just got back from California a few days ago.
Dang. Doing some
Out in the desert.
Yeah,
setting up field hospitals and things like that.
That guy, always on the move.
He stays busy. We
He
all
sure
stay
does.
busy.
Especially now. Right now, you definitely are.
Yeah.
Well, Jess, I appreciate you giving me a few moments of your time. I know you have things to do. I know you got to go get some stuff done. And I know
I
Joel's
think I got to make you a drink, probably, right?
Yeah, maybe. I've been telling this guy about one or two of the drinks.
Yeah, I know you're a Mai Tai fan.
Yes, I am indeed. I was telling my buddy Phil here about the Mai Tai and how it's definitely a tasty beverage that I thoroughly enjoy. Did I say that? I did say that, didn't I? Thoroughly enjoy it. So, yeah, I mean, I won't argue with you if that's something that you want to do.
Of course. Of course. I assumed as much. I almost brought one out with me before I even came out here.
But, well, and, yeah, so, yeah, there's going to be lots of different things. I know Rory is supposed to be coming through.
Well, I hope so. I hope he's going to make it. He has Rory... Our local Rory's one of our local musicians down here, right? They stay super busy this time of year. So I know he's got a gig this afternoon, too, but he's definitely going to try to stop by.
Right on. Hopefully he can make that appearance. So, well, Jess, thank you so much for giving me a moment of your time, and we're gonna continue mission here and finish off some of this or the rest of that tuna dip and see what else awaits and how much fun we're gonna have. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're happy to have you.
Thanks, Jess. All right, Joel just popped right back over here. What have you got? You brought us some chopped burger. What is this? Tell me what this is.
So I have some of our Snack Shack favorites. So the first is our chopped cheese. It's something we were playing around with last year, and it's a full-time menu edition now this year, and it's been very popular. This was New York City. They originated this. It was their take on the Philly cheesesteak. So,
okay.
What you basically do is you take your burger and you treat it like a cheesesteak. So you chop it up on the flat top as it's cooking, and you mix those grilled onions in there, you mix the cheese in, and you get this creamy burger consistency that, in my opinion, is better than a burger served on a hoagie roll. So you can think of this as a burger on a sub roll, except it's not really because
delicious.
of the way it's all...
It eats more like a cheesesteak.
Okay, eats more like a cheesesteak. Okay.
It's all chopped up together.
Okay.
It's a great consistency.
So then over here, we have... as we've gotten into the summer, it's been enormously popular. That is our Island Burger. So
Island Burger.
We have a house-made teriyaki sauce that goes on there. Our brisket and chuck blend patty. We grill pineapple as the burger is cooking. We put that on top. Melt provolone cheese on top of that. Give you some pickled red onions on top of that with your lettuce and another shot of that house-made teriyaki to finish it off.
Oh.
Served with fries and for you both, a little onion ring just to make it extra happy. So,
look at it. Extra happy. I love being extra happy.
Right?
All right, that's good stuff. We're going to jump right into that, Joel. Thank you so much for bringing that.
Please enjoy. Thank you so
absolutely.
much.
Thank you. Okay. All right, well, I guess the only thing we got left right now, Phil. Here, let me give you that back. All right. Thank you, Jess. Thank you.
Here, grab half of one of those.
Here,
hold on. I'll grab this first.
Okay, all right. And I'll grab half of this.
Yep.
Bingo. Got it.
Bingo, bango.
All right, so I'm about to try. I almost tried this chopped burger first that he was talking about. Let's see what we got here. See what we're working with.
Wait, are you recording or no?
Oh, yeah, we're recording.
Oh.
We're recording all of this. We got to describe what we're eating right now, Phil. Just like we did with the tuna dip. We must talk about.
What are you going for first? Oh, you're going for the chopped burger.
I'm going to go for the chopped burger.
It looks really good.
You want a chopped burger first? Which one are you going to go for? I'll go for the chopped burger. You go for the other. How about that?
All right.
Or should we do...
Let's do chopped burger.
All right, let's do chopped burger. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Mm-hmm. I can totally get down with that.
Absolutely. Definitely has that like cheesesteak feel, but with the hamburger. It's really good.
It definitely has that cheesesteak feel to it. Definitely has that cheesesteak feel. I'm down for that. I'm gonna take another bite.
This would be perfect for waiting for the ferry or just any other time.
Oh my, yeah. If you're waiting for the ferry, or you're just looking to grab something really good to eat while you're in Hatteras Village, you definitely got to come over here. Some people are probably like, well, where is the wreck in Hatteras Village? No, it's right here at Hatteras Landing, right next to the ferry. You literally are right beside the ferry. I'm looking at the ferry dock from here.
Yeah, nice and creamy. Got a creamy sauce down at the bottom, I think, mayo-based sauce.
Yes.
Some
It's very
tomatoes,
good.
some
Very good.
lettuce. Then you got chopped hamburger with cheddar cheese and melty cheddar cheese and onions.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Down good.
Now, after you devour that bite, we must try the Island Burger. The pineapple got me.
I'm going to cleanse a little bit with some fries first.
Yeah, let's cleanse with fries. Good idea. Cleanse your palate with some fries. I love, the fries. They got good fries here, too.
Shoestring fries. Mm-hmm. Super crispy. Nice level of salt.
All right, my palate feels cleansed.
You said teriyaki, right?
Yeah, teriyaki, pineapple, cheese,
Pickled onions,
lettuce,
and pickles,
and more teriyaki.
and a charred burger. The burger looks awesome.
Dude, their burgers are, I mean, it was a brisket blend.
Oh, that pineapple with that teriyaki. That is so good. Oh, I'm going to have to take another bite.
It's unreal. Unreal. That burger is absolutely phenomenal. Abso-freaking-lutely phenomenal.
Yeah, you can really tell that blend of brisket. And what else did he say?
I believe it's ground beef and brisket. I'll have to ask him.
He said beef and something else.
We'll have to go back and listen to this back and then hear it again because he did describe it.
Yeah, that blend is amazing.
Oh, my gosh.
Super juicy.
That is great. Yeah, another bite. Definitely another bite. Definitely another bite of that.
And then the pickled onions on top of there with the teriyaki. It's so good. All right. I'm going to go in for an onion ring now. Onion rings look really good.
Oh, wow. That's absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. These are
crispy.
all menu items. So when you heard Jess talking earlier, she was talking about the panini presses and things that they have inside the Wreck. The Wreck has the panini presses, but if you want one of these burgers like we're talking about, you can get them from the Snack Shack. Okay, the Snack Shack has the flat top grill and everything like that. So that's not, just make sure that we're clear on that. You know, you walk into the Wreck and you order one of these burgers, they're going to send you to the Snack Shack. Okay, and the Snack Shack is a building, it's a shack, a small little shack right outside of Hatteras Landing. Right, I mean, you walk out of the ferry line parking lot there where you line up, you get out of your car, you walk right over, and the Snack Shack's right beside it. It's literally right beside it.
Right to the north of it.
Just to the north.
Bam.
To the south, you got the Graveyard of the Atlantic Museum. Yeah, you're north. You're right. We're like northeast, I guess we should say.
Yeah.
Well, Phil, a drink was just delivered to you.
Yes. And it's a beautiful painkiller, and it tastes amazing.
And it's in its own little, like, tiki glass. Its own little tiki glass.
That is amazing.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
It looks good. I hope you enjoy every drop of that. Every stinking drop. It looks really good.
We'll have to get her back and ask her exactly what's in it, but definitely some coconut, some rum, little touch of nutmeg on top. That is delicious. That goes perfect with these burgers.
I believe the painkiller was made in the style in which it's supposed to be. Like, there's certain... I have to get Jess out here to tell me. But there's been so many different versions made, but there's only one specific type of rum that you can use for the painkiller. What's up, man? How's it going? I'm Rory. Oh, you're... Okay. Have a seat, Mr. Rory. You ain't disrupting me, baby. Here you go. Take this microphone.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry.
Puster's is the rum. Puster's rum, that's the brand.
That's what it is. Yeah. Okay. Now, lean right into that thing.
Okay, cool.
Now, Mr. Rory, now, you've been described as someone that plays on a regular basis around here.
Yeah, that's right.
Tell me about your gig. What kind of music do you play? Tell me about yourself.
I live down here on Hatteras Island. I've been here about 15 years.
Okay.
I play around the restaurants and bars down here.
Okay.
In the summertime, almost every night. And, I play stuff people want to hear when they're on vacation.
Got that good vacation vibe about you,
Jimmy
huh?
Buffett, Johnny Cash.
Okay.
Big families are here. They want that music that's going to, bring them together, something they can hold on to and enjoy. So that's what I try to do for everybody. Every night, 6 to 9 at most restaurants.
Okay.
During sunset, play some tunes.
Now, how often are you here at the Wreck?
At the Wreck, I'm here maybe 5 or 6 times in the summer.
Okay.
I've got a couple little side groups that we play here too, and I also host karaoke here as well.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask about the karaoke thing earlier. Okay.
Yeah. And sometimes I'll even guest host trivia here too.
Very nice.
Yeah. So there's always something going on down here, which is great. And as you can see, the vibe, sunset, just like on the water when the sun goes down here, it's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good time.
I was here for a sunset. There was a band, Ray Gun Ruby. Are you familiar?
Sure.
Yes, I was here when they were here back in the spring, and just the sunset and everything surrounding it all, and just the entire vibe like you were talking about. So now, are you normally an acoustic act? Like, what do you play?
Yeah, I was raised on piano, but I play acoustic guitar.
Okay.
That's the easiest to translate, a
Yeah.
lot of different stuff. Sometimes I have a little drum machine, but Usually just me and my guitar.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, now do you have any like originals? Like, do you got any songs that you've written that you like to kind of break into every so often?
You know, for the same reason, families are on vacation here. They got a lot going on, and you know, whenever I'm like, "Oh, here's one I wrote," and you know, they want Freebird.
They want Freebird. I was going to say, if you had anybody
keep it
scream
real.
Freebird at you.
You and 11 of your extended family try going on vacation and tell me you want to sit there and listen to my original. I don't think you will. You know what I mean?
Well,
at least I'm not interesting enough. But you know, I know Johnny Cash and Tom Petty are going to keep them all happy.
Yeah,
so we're gonna stick with that. That'll be bread and butter for sure.
The Ringing Fire with the Wildflowers,
Exactly.
yes. We'll keep them hanging on every last note.
But I get it. I'm there too. I'm right there with them. I would enjoy somebody else doing it. So that's what I try to do.
So you've been on Hatteras Island now for 15 years. You say now. Where's original? Like where were you originally
I'm from
originated?
Pennsylvania. I was originated in Altoona, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I came down here to visit one time and learn about surfing, and started playing some open mics, and next thing I know, they're paying me to play at a restaurant, and it was hard to walk away.
So now you said you started with piano?
Yeah, I was raised on piano.
Okay. So you like a Jerry Lee Lewis kind of thing? Can you just break into some great balls of fire? How
Not
does that
so
work?
much. I can only play with my right foot. Yeah. So, no, just the basics. But if anyone's trying to get into music, I feel like piano is the best, most accessible instrument, because if you can play that, you can sort of play anything, because it provides a nice fundamental basis for learning a lot of instruments.
See, I don't know that I've ever said this really out loud, but like I've always wanted to learn how to play the piano.
Sure.
I don't know why. I can't like put my finger on why,
No
but
pun
I've
intended.
always wanted to learn how to play the piano. It just seems like a majestic instrument. Does that sound right?
Sure, it has some majesty to it. Doesn't
Yeah,
it?
like it
You
just
know?
seems majestic. Like you know, like you think about like how your fingers, you got a couple fingers over here, a couple fingers over here, and you push the keys down together, and it makes a majestic sound.
Nice. Well, you got some Michael McDonald vibes going on, so maybe you could like get that going.
Yeah. So you do a lot of acoustic gigs. You're here now. Where can people find you? You know, you said they can find you at the Wreck every so often.
Sure.
Like, where else can people
It's
find you?
mostly in Hatteras Village. I live in Frisco, so I've managed to winnow down my gigs to almost exclusively Hatteras Village, but I play at the Breakwater restaurant, and I play at Hatteras Soul, which is right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I do the Sunset Cruise on the Miss Hatteras. If you've never done that, that's really cool. They go out for an hour and a half during sunset. Sometimes you see some dolphins, but we're playing some tunes out there. That's out of Odenstock. I play at the Rodanthe Pier in Rodanthe once a week.
Okay.
And, yeah, here at the Wreck. If I'm not singing karaoke, I'm usually hanging out enjoying the music.
Favorite song to play? Is that a hard question?
You know, that's usually whatever is the newest thing that I'm working on, something I'm excited about, introducing. I would say the most recent one is I started doing Wild World by, what's his name?
Oh, shoot.
Yusuf Manvi or whatever.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Cat Stevens,
Yep, there it
Wild
is.
World. Yeah, because it's got that little riff in it. Yeah. It's really hard for me to do, so like it pushes my skills a little bit. People seem to like it. So that's been Wild World's been this month has been the tune I'm into.
Very nice, very nice.
Oh, song I hate to do the most.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a great question. And, unfortunately, this was like my bread and butter when I first started. And it's sort of a North Carolina anthem. And I don't know if you can guess what song it's going to be, but
Wagon Wheel.
it's Wagon Wheel, bud.
You don't like to sing Wagon Wheel.
I like to see people have fun. And sometimes I can open up my heart and witness that.
Way down south in the land of the pine.
Exactly. If they're exuberant and I know that they're going to really enjoy it, I will do Wagon Wheel. But it's pretty much only by request at this point. And, I dug my own grave on that one because when I first started, I loved that song. I was playing it all the time, and I became known as, like, the Wagon Wheel guy.
The Wagon Wheel guy.
So I'm trying hard to, like, eschew that moniker as much as I possibly can.
Yeah, that label. Wow. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about that getting labeled the Wagon Wheel guy either. So
I overheard someone saying it down at the docks. And I was like, okay, well, I'm done playing Wagon Wheel for the rest of my life. But, sometimes
It's the
Grandma wants to
Wagon
hear
Wheel
it, so we're
guy.
going to do it, and we'll have some fun. But, I can't blame It's a catchy tune. Bob Dylan wrote part of that song. Did you know that?
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, he sure did. On the set of, he was in a movie, Billy the Kid and Pat Garrett, in like 1976, and there's this behind the scenes recording of him just jamming out, and they sing Wagon Wheel on it.
Okay.
And then Old Crow Medicine Show developed it. And made a bigger song out of it. So yeah.
Well, that's good stuff. So now you're you can be found now. Give me what do you got coming up for you? Where can people find, like, if people wanted to find out where you play on, do you post it online?
Yeah, you can check out my Instagram. I'm at Rory Live. That's what I go by, Rory Live. Just because it's easier than saying my whole name.
Okay.
And check it out on Instagram, at Rory Live, on Facebook. I'm usually posting what I have going on there.
Cool deal.
Yeah,
cool deal. Well, look, you want to find Rory Live, go to find him on Instagram, Rory Live.
That's me.
See, and I thought that, honestly, when Joel was texting me, he's like, I've got Rory Live coming to hang out with you for a little bit. I honestly thought that Live was your last name.
Good.
There we go. So
I was thinking of changing it to Rory Live, Laugh, Love.
There you go.
But, we'll just stick with Live.
You can do that for sure. Well, Mr. Rory, hey, man, thanks for kicking it with us for a few moments.
No problem.
I think they said you had another gig. You got to
keep on rolling.
Keep on rolling, baby.
Yeah.
Roll on 18-wheeler.
That's right. That's a good one, too. All right, y'all. Good to see you guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Right on.
All right, sitting here at the Wreck Tiki Bar on this lovely, lovely Friday, talking to Mr. Brett here. Mr. Brett, how are you today?
Good.
Good. All right, so where are you from, Mr. Brett?
Chapel Hill.
Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Great place. Go Heels. Love it. I love your Durham Bulls hat, by the way. How old are you, Mr. Brett?
6.
6 years old. Have you been on a podcast before?
No.
This is your first time being on a podcast.
Yeah.
That is pretty awesome. But you said you like podcasts, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, here we go. Now you get to be on your very own. Now, you just got done eating here at the Wreck Tiki Bar. Is that right?
Yep.
What did you have to eat?
A soft pretzel.
A soft pretzel. Now, was that pretzel pretty good?
Yes.
Now, did it have anything on it? Any mustard? Did you do anything to dip it in, or just the pretzel itself?
Just the pretzel itself.
Just the pretzel itself, and it was a pretty daggum good pretzel. Now, would you suggest when people come here to, have something to eat and something to drink that they get the pretzel? You think that's something they should get?
Yeah.
Okay, now, if you were to come back here, would you get the pretzel?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be the first thing you probably think you're going to do, or you're going to order the next time you're here at the Wreck Tiki Bar in Hatteras Village. You're going to go, I want the pretzel.
Yes.
Okay, well, hey, Mr. Brett, thank you for giving me something to think about. I haven't eaten yet, so that's something for me to think about too, okay? So maybe when I go to order something, I'm going to order the Mr. Brett's pretzel. It's got a nice little ring to it. Kind of rolls off the tongue real nice. Mr. Brett's pretzel. It's almost a tongue twister. But Mr. Brett, hey, thank you, and I'm going to definitely consider ordering that pretzel, okay? Thank you so much. Well, Phil, I'll tell you, it's been a pretty nice afternoon here at the Wreck Tiki Bar in Hatteras Village. The food, the drinks, I didn't get a drink, but it appears as if you did, and
I just took the last sip of it, and it was delicious.
It's gone. You had a painkiller.
I did have a painkiller. Deal with a couple more of them.
Did it kill the pain?
There's no pain to be killed. We're sitting out here looking out over the water, eating some delicious food. There's no pain.
Another ferry just took off and is heading towards Ocracoke.
Oh, we might have to do that next.
That is, dude, yes.
We need to go down to Ocracoke.
Totally comfortable with making that trip with you to Ocracoke, as long as it's with you, though, Phil.
Yeah, well, we should talk to them and get on the passenger ferry and set up. Maybe we could do
setting up on the passenger ferry.
That'd be kind of fun.
I like that idea. Well, again, we've had the tuna dip was phenomenal. The burgers, that chopped burger was very good. The island burger that he came up with, the pineapple and the teriyaki on it, was just out of this world from the Snack Shack. Okay, again, that's stuff you can get from the Snack Shack, which is right next to Hatteras Landing, which is where the Wreck is. Now, again, all the drinks and everything like that, you can get inside, and the paninis and the crunch wraps. All those great things you can have inside of the Wreck Tiki Bar. And again, nightly entertainment. I think they're only, what did she say? They're only closed on Mondays. And they've got something going on just about every night of the week. Tuesday through Friday, there's something going on, whether it be trivia, live entertainment in the evenings. Lots of fun to be had around here, man. I'm telling you. And the views are absolutely incredible. You can't beat it, Phil. I think this is just probably one of my favorite spots on all of Hatteras Island for sure.
Oh, it's amazing. Great view, nice breeze. And if you are going to come out here, I think sharing some food is like the way to go. The way we split the food and had a little bit of everything, that was amazing.
So order a few different things and if you got a group of people coming down here, order a few different things and everybody get a little bit of bite of something. You'll get full. And it's all tasty at the same time.
Exactly.
Definitely a great time being down here at the Wreck Tiki Bar in Hatteras. If you're coming this way, definitely make sure you stop in here. Say hello to Joel and Jess and the entire staff. Fantastic, friendly folks. And you'll definitely enjoy yourself. 100%. I always do when I come down here. That's for sure. All right. I guess that's it for us, Phil.
I think that's it. That's fantastic. It was great.
Good stuff.
Great travel.
Stuff.
Great time.
Outer Banks This Week podcast on location at the Wreck Tiki Bar in Hatteras Village at Hatteras Landing.
There's a place at Hatteras Landing where people go to relax and enjoy great live entertainment by the water. The Wreck Tiki Bar. Right beside the ferry dock in Hatteras, the Wreck Tiki Bar has a drink menu that is sure to get you in vacation mode, featuring their own twist on classic tiki cocktails and a selection of rotating beers on tap. Pair them up with one of their delicious paninis, quesadillas, or crunch wraps. To get a glimpse of the paradise that awaits, go online to therecobx.com. No Hatteras vacation is complete without a trip to the Wreck Tiki Bar at Hatteras Landing.
Ahoy there, folks. Captain Edward Lee here, and I want to invite you aboard the Miss Oregon Inlet 2. She's a modern 60-foot headboat outfitted with the latest top-quality safety and fishing equipment. We make 3 trips per day out of the world-famous Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. Visit MissOregonInlet.com or call us today at 252-251-4314. So ditch the beach for a bit and set sail with the Miss Oregon Inlet 2.
Yes, if you get an opportunity to jump on the Miss Oregon Inlet 2, please do so right there out of Oregon Inlet Fishing Center, the Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. It's a great time. Go for a little cruise, go do some fishing. You can hang out with Captain Edward Lee. Fantastic. I've been knowing Edward Lee for a long, long time, and Edward Lee is a wonderful human being. Definitely get it out. If you get that opportunity to go fishing on the Miss Oregon Inlet 2 or go for one of their sunset cruises or whatnot, please do so. I would strongly suggest it. All right, we're going to jump into some events and know that all of these events that I'm going to mention can be found online at OuterBanksThisWeek.com. And if you know of any events that are going on around the area, please send them to me so that I can help promote them. Podcast at OuterBanksThisWeek.com. Send me those events, and we'll even put them on our website. It's what we do. We love partying, and we want to party with you. Oh, the Music OBX concert spotlight now. Sozo, the ultimate Led Zeppelin experience with Funk Among Us, is going to be at Roanoke Island Festival Park this coming Saturday, July 13th. Gates are going to open at 5. The show's going to start at 6. Tickets are $25. Kids under 8 are free. It's going to be a rain or shine event, so make sure that you plan accordingly with the weather. But looking down the road, let's see. Oh, we got OBXs for Lovers. That is going to be coming Saturday, July 20th. More details to come on all of that. But yeah, so Sozo, the ultimate Led Zeppelin experience with Funk Among Us, happening this Saturday at Roanoke Island Festival Park, July 13th. Gates going to open at 5, shows at 6. Tickets are $25, and kids under the age of 8 are free, and plan accordingly because this is a rain or shine event. Oh, The Norm, the Lost Colony Outdoor Drama, is in its 86th season. Get your tickets now at thelostcolony.org. Trivia nights and live music, all sorts of karaoke, things like that going on at Lost Colony Waterfront Beer Garden, Shipwrecks, Buffalo City Distillery, Sand Trap Tavern, Stripers, Outer Banks Distilling, New Vines, all over the place. Live music across the board and karaoke. It's all over the place. Just go check out our website at OuterBanksThisWeek.com. Mug Night is back. Yes, DJ Styles is in the house at Jolly Rogers in Kill Devil Hills every Thursday night. Bring your own mug. Fill it up for $3 with their select house beer. Now it's 21 and up. Starting at 9 o'clock. You got to be 21 to come in. It's a $5 cover. And, of course, your boy and my boy, Matty P, will be in the house with DJ Styles at Jolly Rogers every Thursday night for Mug Night. Brunch going on daily at Cafe Pamlico in Buxton from 8 until 1. Doing yoga on the patio there on Tuesdays and Thursdays. at 8 o'clock, and they've just started this uncorked wine tasting event going on every Monday. I believe they pushed the time back. I believe it used to start at 5, and I think I saw something that Tasha had posted the other day talking about they're going to push it back from like 6 to 8 because it's just been so stinking hot. There's the Downtown Manio Market every Saturday from 9 to 1. The Tri-Villages Market in Rodanthe at Camp Hatteras every Wednesday morning from 9 to 1. Here's something going on. Thurston Howell, your premier yacht rock spectacular, is going to be playing at the Brewing Station Friday, July 12th, starting at 10:30. Okay? A yacht rock spectacular called Thurston Howell. Now, if you don't know who Thurston Howell is, all you Gen Zers or whatever, what are they, millennials? Thurston Howell is from the show Gilligan's Island. Let's see, Ty Fleming and the boys. This is where you need to go, in my opinion. Ty Fleming and the boys are going to be jamming out at Bass Nights Lone Cedar on Friday, July 12th from 7 until 10 o'clock. Man, Ty, again, I've said this a couple times. Ty was Chris Stapleton before Chris Stapleton was cool. You get a chance to go see Ty Fleming, you need to do it. Ty Fleming and the boys jamming out at Bass Nights Lone Cedar this coming Friday, July 12th, 7 to 10. Silent Disco happening at Sundogs in Corolla starting at 9:30 in the evening on Friday, July 12th as well. Buffalo City, here's something pretty neat. Buffalo City Distillery is going to be doing a Paint Your Partner Challenge on Saturday, July 13th, starting at 6. It's $20 a person, and that's going to include your paint supplies. Okay, that's going to include your paint supplies. Go to their website to see more about it at buffalocitydistillery.com. I guess it's some sort of TikTok challenge going on. I don't know. I don't have TikTok. All right, I'm not that socially inclined or whatever you want to call it. But it's a Paint Your Partner challenge going on at Buffalo City Distillery this coming Saturday, July 13th, starting at 6. Jeremy and the Generations are going to be playing Wednesday, July 17th at Fish Head, starting at 7. Fantastic band. Jeremy Russell has been playing up and down this beach for a long, long time, and he always does a fantastic job. He and his band, Jeremy and the Generations, again, at Fish Heads, they're there every Wednesday, July 17th, or they're every Wednesday, but this coming Wednesday, July 17th at Fish Head, starting at 7 o'clock. Go check them out. You'll have a lot of fun, a lot of dancing, a lot of good energy there. The 46th Annual Wright Kite Festival is taking place Friday and Saturday, July 19th and the 20th at Wright Memorial in Kill Devil Hills. So it's a big party with a bunch of kites. You'll have fun with that. You take the kids out for that because they got all sorts of interesting-looking kites, fun-looking kites. You're bound to have a fun time. For sure. And that's the 46th Annual Wright Kite Festival taking place Friday and Saturday, July 19th and 20th at the Wright Memorial in Kill Devil Hills. Here's something I'm thinking about going to if I'm able. It's the Surfing for Autism. It's going to be going on Saturday, July 20th from 8 until 1 at Jeanette's Pier, all for a great cause. They're going to be out there. The kids are going to take them out, let them get up on the board, do some surfing. It's a great benefit for autism in Dare County. Something I'm looking at a little closer. So, yeah, Surfing for Autism going on Saturday, July 20th from 8 to 1 at Jeanette's Pier. OBX for Lovers coming up 2024. It's going to be going on at Roanoke Island Festival Park Saturday, July 20th, starting at 1 o'clock. I talked about that a few moments ago. The Boat Builders Tournament is coming up at Pirates Cove. That's going to be going on, I believe, the 25th through the 27th. So I'll get more information on that. Of course, you'll hear Captain Marty talking about it, too, in his fishing reports. But looking a little further down the road, Skim Jam. It's going to be happening July 26th through the 28th. That's a Friday through a Sunday at Jeanette's Pier from 8 until 5 each day. So, Skim Jam, that's going to be a really fun event, too. I believe I'm going to have one of the directors here on the show with me to help promote that in the near future. All right, we're going to wrap this thing up here in just a few moments. But have you ever wanted to see the bottlenose dolphin up close? Well, you can with Harbor Star Dolphin Tours.
What could possibly be more fun than watching a bottlenose dolphin swim and play in the water right beside you? Hop aboard Harbor Star Dolphin Tours at Wanchese Marina and witness this remarkable animal up close. The Harbor Star is a spacious 50-foot vessel with a wide, shady canopy that runs 2-hour trips multiple times a day, including a breathtaking sunset cruise. To book your tour, go online to wanchesemarina.com and click Harbor Star Dolphin Tours. See the majestic bottlenose dolphin up close with Harbor Star Dolphin Tours.
All right. I don't know that I forgot anything. Don't think I did. I do want to thank Joel and Jess from the Wreck Tiki Bar for having Phil and I down this past week. If you get an opportunity to get that island burger from the Snack Shack, again, Snack Shack and the Wreck, two different businesses, but owned by the same people. And you can take food from the Snack Shack into the Wreck and eat it. If you're able to get that Island burger from the Snack Shack, do it. It moved into my top 5 favorite burgers of all time. Top 5. I haven't ranked them, so I don't know what number it would come in at, but I do know it would be top 5 for sure. That Island burger was absolutely phenomenal. It was a great, great burger. The food there is amazing. The drink specials that they have, you can't beat them. It's the Wreck Tiki Bar in Hatteras Village. I suggest getting down there, hanging out whenever you get an opportunity. Next week, not sure what's going to be going on. I don't know. I may have my buddy Ryan Walker in from Wanchi's Off-Road Diesel Performance. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to have him come in, but I'm not sure yet. I don't know what the future holds exactly for the next few weeks. It's been a crazy July for me. I'm not even going to lie. I have been just busy trying to get a lot of stuff done between coaching and working and chasing youngins. It's been a crazy July, and I need to get some things evened out. I've been busy, very busy, so I'm hoping that I can get a good schedule of events coming up. But I'm going to find some way to party. Y'all know me, still same OG, and I ain't never going to be low-key, all right? I'm hated on by a lot, but loved by a lot more. At least I think. Anyway, Outer Banks This Week podcast, episode number 72, all brought to you by Kelly's Automotive in Manio. Visit them online at kellysobxauto.com to see the complete list of their inventory. Love Kelly so much. Thank him for being the presenting sponsor of this podcast. When he signed on, I was like, my man, thank you, Kelly. If you need a vehicle, you're in the market, #call Kelly. All right, I am out of here, and as I like to say, in the words of the late, great Freestyle Bob, later.
This has been another radical edition of the Outer Banks This Week podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe, follow us on social media, and listen every Thursday for a new episode.